Well, Steve, the unbeaten run continues. What's your reaction after eventually getting the point?
Yeah, nice positive start. Thanks for that question. I thought after their goal, we showed enormous character to get back into that game. When what had happened previous, we only showed moments of what we can do. So it was just one of those nights. It was like we were off colour in our possession, and we need to be better than that. I thought that tonight there was perhaps not the consistency in the players that we've been used to and spoilt by, because they've done so well this year, and what happens is we roll up, and it's not difficult for teams to come here, and I think it's really difficult for the lads sometimes to get going, and as I said, I think they show great character. We were off colour a little bit tonight, in certain areas, but they showed what they're about. As I've said before, if you can't win a game, don't get beat, and we actually couldn't get to a stage where we could win that game, but I'm not sure they deserved a draw out of it, and we just needed that final bit to click, and then if the goal would have gone in with us, I think we could have gone on and got another one. And sometimes this happens in seasons. It's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows throughout the season. It's not going to happen, and teams are going to come and get a result. And I just said to the boys in there that the character they showed after going 1-0 down, if we would have been like that all game, we would have won that game. We would have definitely won that game, but we were a little bit tentative, and I think we're not just going to turn up here and roll teams over. That's not going to happen. Teams are not going to come here and do that. They want to come and play, make it difficult for us, and I just thought our boys showed unbelievable character, and it's a tough one, I think, tonight for us to have to take a draw there when we deserve to win that game. Even though we were a bit off colour, we were still the better team. But maybe somewhere along the line we'll go and win a game that we don't deserve to win, as I've said before. So it's a long old season, so I suppose there's a slight bit of disappointment really with tonight, but there's not a lot we can do about it.
Is it too early to see how and why they were off colour today?
No, I probably know why. I won't tell you or anybody else, but I probably know why a little bit, yeah. And that's something to keep working on. You've got to bear in mind this team's been together like 20 odd games, and all of a sudden, you're not all of a sudden going to be like this winning club after how it's been for a couple of years. And as I said before, the boys have they put in another shift again. That was our third game. They didn't have a game at the weekend, so they can turn up here nice and sprightly. We've had a game at the weekend where we only rested 3 or 4. So I think the players of this football club have done absolutely brilliant. And whether they made a mistake or not tonight, they haven't wanted to make a mistake. Nobody wants to do that. And some of them have been a bit off colour tonight, and that can happen as well. So, but I'll back them all the way. I love them, and I'll back them all the way.
Good for Ryan Innes to get that goal eventually with his head.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a great ball in by Kyle. He passed the first one off Kyle, and I thought we needed to come back. We needed his left foot on this side of the pitch because I knew he would put it into a dangerous area. It was no more than we deserved. We haven't deserved to draw that game tonight.
After the game, there seemed to be a few of the bit of frustration from the fans behind the goal, and you had a word I saw with one of them. Was there, did you feel the frustration from the
Someone
fans?
said something about playing two up front. You know, we won't play 4-4-2. I'll tell you that now, because what happens, you get done in the middle of the pitch. You know, 4-4-2 hardly gets played by anyone. We've done it sporadically. You can do it when there's a little bit of time on the clock, when the opposition are perhaps a little bit tireder. So, you know, when that happens, you only then have like 3 dimensions to your team, and the other team's got 4 dimensions, maybe with a back 4, a holding midfield player, 2 8s, and then a front 3. And what you don't want to do in these games, you can gamble and bet the ranch. We're not at that moment yet of betting the ranch, so it was better to not get beat than like bet the ranch and get beat. So someone shouted at me to get 2 up top, but like, you know, they can come and have a go at it if they want to have a go at it. You know, I don't listen. I don't mind that. The people behind the goal here, I don't know. 9 out of 10 of them have been brilliant with me. But you know, when we don't get the right result, I'm gutted for everybody around the football club, not just for myself. So I'm in my own world when I'm going off there, and you know, probably a little bit deflated, probably about the whole night. You know, we haven't got our fans behind that goal down the bottom there. You know, we've got one stand. This stand here, to be fair to them, they're pretty good and behind the players most of the time. And I think that we're lucky to have the fans behind the goal here. They're pretty good, and the fans behind this goal here are pretty good. Lucky to have the players who give everything.
A week till the next fixture, just under a week till the next fixture. How important is that after the busy period you just had?
Well, it's always, you know, at the end of the day, we could have been playing another game on Saturday, couldn't we? But we'll all be out watching games, so that's where our weekend will be. We'll be out watching teams that we'll be playing against. So, you know, it's probably important for the boys, physically and emotionally. I think it'll be good for them. They've done a great job. They've been really, really good this year.